Yo, what is up, Crockxen Clan members, Pokemon fans, and others who stumbled upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen here with episode 21 review of Pokemon XY&Z English dub. As you may have noted, I have not recorded a video or a review in like 2 weeks, but that's because I completely skipped the masterclass. And I'm skipping next week's episode as well because I just do not care about making any more Serena like reviews, like episodes that involve Serena, because I don't think it's worth it at this point. So you'll get today's episode review, but then you won't get next week's, but then you will get the rest afterwards unless we get another one. So when I first saw this episode, like back in when it first like was announced for the Japanese subtitle version, like way back when, it definitely looked like a very Clemont oriented episode. But it was more like a Bonnie Clemont episode, gearing more towards Bonnie's side than anything else. So it's very, very surprising. I mean, I like Bonnie, so it's not too big of a deal, right? I'm not completely upset about it, but it's just like, it kind of gave off the feel that it was going to be more Clement orientated, which is, something that he kind of needs. But, I mean, it was somewhat related to him, so I can't be too mad about it. So the episode starts off with Bonnie having a nightmare of Clement getting married. And she wakes up, she freaks out, she's like, oh, it was just a dream, whatever, and then goes back to sleep. Now, usually when you have a dream that you don't like, or in this case what would have been a nightmare, you try to steer away from anything that would lead to those nightmare-like situations. Honestly, Bonnie's a little girl. Maybe she didn't understand this. I mean, she was freaked out, but then when she really thought about it, it's like, Clement, there's no way in hell this is going to happen. They're all chilling outside. They're all doing their thing. Clement's making inventions, and then all of a sudden, all the Pokemon are playing with a little ball. Chespin kicks it too hard, lands in the bushes, and then Bunnelby goes over there and runs into a Baneri. This Baneri belongs to a girl named Lilian, and just like always, Bonnie comes in with her shtick of, you're a keeper, you need to marry my brother, need to take care of him, blah, blah. And Lilian, this is the first time someone's become interested in her offer, right? Because Lilian needs a partner, because her dad is the owner of Orange Inc., something like that. Basically the ripoff of Apple, right? All these freaking shows have their ripoffs of apples, and they have to be based on a fruit. This time it'll happen to be orange. And she needs a partner because she's gonna be the heir to the presidency. So she's gonna become the president soon. So she needs a partner. So she becomes interested in Bonnie's offer, and then they talk, and then Bonnie's like, "Whoa, wait, what's going on?" Because she never expected somebody to actually accept her offer or something. Which is the problem. Like when you have a dream or a nightmare, usually you try to steer away from situations that would lead to that nightmare situation. So the fact that she had that nightmare and she still went ahead and like did her stick was a huge risk, because now this girl's interested, and then her nightmare comes back as like a flashback, and Clement is was like, this is Lillian, I forgot to introduce you and all that stuff. And anyways, so they're all chilling. Clement, obviously an inventor, has his issues here and there, and like Team Rocket is spying on, because like Baneri is like in love with Bunnelby. And it really sucks. It really sucks when they do Team Rocket. Like, first of all, they weren't even necessary this entire episode, like at all. Like, the fact that the drama of this episode was supposed to be Bonnie's jealousy, you didn't need like another exterior force to try to mess something up. Because honestly, this is one of my biggest problems with Team Rocket a lot of times, is that they don't offer anything to the story in certain episodes. Like, there actually was no need for them to be there. You already have an issue with Clement having his moments with Lillian and Bonnie's jealousy, and the fact that Dedenne is able to pick up on it, right? And you could have had something there, where Bonnie gets upset, or like Bonnie like tricks Lillian, and like something crazy happens. Like, you don't need Team Rocket, because literally all they did was take the Pokemon, right, and then get caught like not even a minute later. And then the fight happens, and then Bonnie almost falls off a cliff, which then causes Clement to like try to save her. But it wasn't like a really ultimatum. Like, there was nothing in there that was necessary for Team Rocket to be there. They could have had Bonnie almost fall off a cliff to do something else due to her jealousy over Lillian. and then like they get upset, and like she almost falls off a cliff, or she falls off the cliff, and then Clement has to save her, to prove that he cares about her. All this could have been done in a variety of different ways that did not involve Team Rocket, right? So that's like one of my biggest issues with this, and also the ending didn't help, but I'll get to that in a second. I like Lilian as a character, obviously, even though she did that whole shtick of like she can't really pick a partner like overnight. She obviously already picked Clement as a partner, which I hope is like an ending thing, like of the series where Clement actually decides to go back to her, and like maybe they become partners to be the leaders, and then Clemont is already the gym leader of Lumio, so they could just do that whole transfer. Because like Bonnie's still too young to become a gym leader, which was her issue in the dream, which is what I question about it. Because like she's not a trainer, so she can't technically be a gym leader because she's never been an official trainer. So that was the thing. I did want to say I love the Dedenne stuff with Bonnie because like they're so close together, right? You know how Pokemon are able to pick up on their trainers' like feelings, stuff like that. But Dedenne was pretty much able to pick up the fact that Bonnie didn't like Lillian. And I thought it was hilarious because they're all like, she's eating, right? Clement made some food. And then like Dedenne is like clearly knows that Bonnie's upset and like nuzzles Lillian. I thought it was hilarious. There was a certain part where like somebody was talking or somebody was posting about how there might be some issues with like translating, because there's a point in the episode where Bonnie like takes Lillian away from everybody else to try to like convince her to not be with Clement, and she's all like, "Oh, inventions blow up and blah blah blah," and she's like, "Oh, but failure leads to success," which is true. And then she's like, he also sleeps, or he's afraid of the dark, and he said, "Oh, that's so sensible," and stuff like that. And then the part that people thought were going to get censored, like really weirded out, is the fact that they do a bondage type of scenario where Bonnie's like, Clement takes off his shirt and he likes to wrap himself around an Arbok. And then like Lillian's like, "Oh, that's so, Arbok skin is very, very soft and shit like that." I don't know if that's censored. Like I said, I don't know Japanese stuff, but apparently that was a thing that was going to be censored. I don't know. You guys tell me. And so, okay. So that's basically the whole stick. Like I said, I love the Dedenne in this episode because of how the Dedenne pretty much encompassed Bonnie's emotions. So I thought that was great because it shows a connection and a bond between the two. I still don't understand the Chespin Pancham jealousy of Bumblebee. I thought that was weird. Like it didn't serve a purpose, to be perfectly honest. It was just there. And then just pretty much Team Rocket nonsense. And yeah, that was it. And then like I said, the ending thing that really upset me about, because it kind of like made everything invalid. Because Lillian, obviously she said her thing, like she's not ready to find a partner yet, even though she clearly already knows what partner she wants. And like Banir is like, "I want the Bumblebee," and she wants the Bumblebee. So obviously there's already like a deal there, and then like she obviously tells Bonnie, "Hey, take care of your brother," and stuff like that. So obviously they're already like, Bonnie's already like somewhat cool with her because she understands that her brother still cares about her. But then literally after that whole thing, they do like a fade into Clement fixing his robot, or the Apon one, because it kind of broke when he saved Bonnie. First off, he didn't fix it correctly, so it blew up, which is ridiculous considering this was like his most successful invention besides the Clembot. Like, there's no reason for this thing to be a malfunction. There's no reason for him to have failed to fix the thing that he's always been successful at. So it really took away from the illusion of Clement, because like his other invention worked this episode. It actually did its job perfectly. So why the fuck can he not fix the first invention he perfected? Like, that made absolutely no sense. And then right after that, there's some random lady walking by, and then Bonnie does the whole thing again. It's like, "Oh, you're a keeper. We literally just went over this," and you pull it. I don't know. I just felt like literally they should not have shown that last part. They should have just cut it where they did and move on, because that honestly to me kind of ruined the episode. That the entire last part really ruined the episode, because not only did Clement's invention blow up, even though it's like his first perfect invention, they still had Bonnie do the whole stick again, even after what just happened. So like, I don't know. To me, it ruined the episode. It was not needed. It was not necessary. there were parts I liked about it, but there's definitely issues I have with it. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. We're going to watch the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.